You are listening to the Affirm Your Greatness podcast. Check out the video description for more details.
You ever get that feeling like there's a more confident, more driven version of yourself inside, just waiting to break free?
It's something we all crave, right? That sense of purpose, of reaching our full potential.
And wouldn't it be amazing if there was a way, like a key, to unlock all that? Well, the book we're diving into today claims to have found it. Affirm Your Greatness, Harnessing the Power of Positive Affirmations by Dennis.
I have to admit, when I first heard the title, I was a bit skeptical. Affirmations. Isn't that a little,
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, like something you chant in a yoga class.
Exactly. But Dennis actually makes a pretty strong case. So let's unpack it, see what we find, right?
Sounds good to me. So first things first, for anyone who's not a yoga guru, what are affirmations, really?
It's not just about, thinking happy thoughts.
Yeah.
It's about actively taking those limiting beliefs we have about ourselves, the ones that hold us back, and replacing them with powerful statements about who we want to become.
So instead of that voice in your head saying, I'm not good enough, it's about saying,
You got it. Saying something like, I am capable and deserving of success. And not just once, but repeating it, really letting it sink in.
so it's about shifting your mindset from self-doubt to confidence and then using these affirmations to kind of solidify that shift.
Right. And the book gives this great example. Instead of just hoping to be healthier, you'd actually declare, I am healthy, strong, and energetic. It's active, it's in the present tense, and it focuses on that feeling you want to embody.
Okay, I see the difference. So how do these affirmations supposedly work? I mean, is there any science behind this, or is it just wishful thinking?
It actually ties into this whole field of neuroplasticity, which basically means your brain is constantly rewiring itself based on, what you experience and think.
Neuroplasticity sounds complicated.
It's not as bad as it sounds. Think of your brain like, say, a garden. Every thought you have, every habit you repeat, it's like carving a path through that garden. And the more you walk that path, the more defined it gets.
Ah, okay, I get it. So if you keep having negative thoughts, those negative pathways get more and more ingrained. But you can use these positive affirmations to create new, better paths.
Exactly. By consistently repeating those affirmations, you're essentially telling your brain, hey, this is the new route we're taking. This is who I'm becoming.
So it's like we're literally rewiring our brains to go towards the positive instead of defaulting to the negative. But how do we actually make these affirmations stick? Is it really as simple as just saying them out loud?
Well, it's more than just, saying the words. You really have to embody the feeling behind them. And Dennis, the author, he's got this whole system in the book for crafting these affirmations, making them really hit home. He calls it PLACE.
PLACE. All right, you've got my attention. What's that all about?
So each letter, it stands for a different part of what makes a strong affirmation. It has to be positive, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Focusing on what you want, not on what you're trying to avoid.
Right.
And it needs to be in the present tense. You're declaring it as if it's already happening.
Got it. So instead of I want to be more confident, it'd be more like I am confident, right?
Exactly. You're getting it.
Yeah.
And then it needs to be really specific to your own goals, And it should connect to how you actually want to feel.
So it's got to be personal.
Yeah. And the last thing, it's got to be believable to you right now.
Okay, so no pie in the sky stuff. Something you can actually see yourself achieving.
Exactly. So say you work in tech and your big goal is to be leading a team of developers.
Yeah.
Instead of just a general, I am successful, yours could be, I am a respected tech lead, inspiring my team to create innovative solutions. You feel that difference.
Oh, yeah. That's way more powerful. It's like it's got your name on it, It's not just some generic thing.
That's what we're going for, because when you really connect with those affirmations, truly connect emotionally, that's when they stop being just words and start becoming like a blueprint for your subconscious mind to follow.
I like that. But affirmations alone aren't some magic cure-all, right? What else can people actually do to make this positivity a part of their everyday lives?
Yeah, the book really emphasizes this idea of weaving affirmations into your daily routine. Like he talks about this morning mirror routine.
A morning mirror routine.
Yeah. So instead of waking up and immediately, criticizing yourself in the mirror, you actually stand there and say your affirmations out loud, looking yourself in the eye.
I can see how that could be powerful, but also maybe a little awkward at first.
Oh, it probably feels strange at first.
Huh?
But the book has all these stories from people who swear by it. They say it helps them be kinder to themselves and really start the day with purpose.
It's like you're giving yourself a pep talk before you even leave the house.
Right. And it doesn't have to stop there.
Hmm.
Dennis talks about using affirmations while you're exercising, while you're visualizing your goals.
So finding these little moments throughout the day where you can inject a bit of that positivity.
That's it. It's not just a 5-minute thing in the morning. It's about making it a part of your lifestyle, building that foundation.
I feel like we've been focusing a lot on the positive self-talk, which is great, but let's be honest, most of us, we battle with the negative stuff too, right? That inner critic telling us we're not good enough, not smart enough. How do we deal with that?
Oh, that inner critic is tough. But the book has a really interesting take on it. It's not just about adding the good stuff. It's about actively replacing the bad.
So not just piling on the positive affirmations, but actually addressing those negative thought patterns head on.
Yeah. And it starts with just being aware of them, noticing when they pop up, but like without judging yourself for it.
Easier said than done, right?
Totally. But then you challenge those thoughts. Are they even true? Or are they just like old tapes playing on repeat in your head?
Oh man, I think we all have a few of those tapes stuck on replay.
For sure. But once you've challenged them, that's when you start replacing them with those affirmations you've worked on. It takes time, but eventually you can rewire those thought patterns, create a more positive dialogue inside your own head.
It's like we're pulling out those negativity weeds and planting these positivity seeds in their place.
Exactly. It's about cultivating a better environment internally.
So speaking of positive and empowering, I think it would help to hear some examples, get the creative juices flowing. What are some of the affirmations from the book that really resonated with you?
Oh, there are so many good ones. Like if you're feeling kind of stuck in your career, Dennis suggests, I attract exciting opportunities that align with my passions.
And what's cool is you can make it your own, right? Like imagine starting your day saying, I am a sought-after listener's field interest, attracting clients who value my expertise. Pretty powerful, huh? Right. It's like you're putting it out there in the universe. And then for anyone who, really wants to focus on their well-being, there's this one, I nourish my body with healthy choices and feel amazing. I like how it emphasizes the feeling, not just the action.
Yeah, it's not about being perfect, right? It's about taking those positive steps.
Totally. Okay, what about relationships? I mean, I think we all want to feel loved and supported.
Absolutely. For relationships, the book suggests affirmations like, I am surrounded by people who love and support me, or I attract loving and fulfilling relationships into my life.
It's like you're creating this positive energy that attracts the right people.
Exactly. We don't always realize how much our thoughts and beliefs actually shape our reality.
Okay, last but not least, money. So many people struggle with limiting beliefs around finances. Any affirmations for that?
Oh yeah, Dennis has a whole section on financial abundance. One that really hit me was, I am worthy of financial abundance and attract it effortlessly.
Ooh, I like that one. Feeling worthy, attracting abundance.
Right. It's about shifting that mindset, from scarcity to abundance.
Love it. Okay, so we've covered a lot. We talked about why affirmations matter, how they work, even some specific examples. But the big question, does this stuff actually work? Are there real people out there getting real results from using affirmations?
100%. Dennis has all these stories in the book. Real-life examples of people who completely turned their lives around using affirmations.
Any particular story that really stood out to you?
There's this one about a guy named John. He was struggling with his health, overweight, stressed, just felt stuck. And he started using affirmations every day. Things like, I am healthy, strong, and full of energy.
So even though he wasn't seeing those results yet, he started affirming them as if they were already true.
Exactly. And slowly he started making changes in his life, started eating healthier, exercising more, just taking better care of himself.
And it worked.
It did. He lost weight, got healthier, but it was more than that. He just felt happier, more confident, more in control of his life.
It's like those affirmations, they became his roadmap.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing how powerful our thoughts can be when we actually choose to believe in them.
Totally. So what's the takeaway for our listeners? What do you hope they walk away with after this deep dive on affirmations?
That they have the power to choose their thoughts, to choose what they believe. And by doing that, they can literally transform their lives. It might take time, it might take effort, but they are capable of achieving anything they set their minds to.
I love that. So empowering. Well, there you have it, everyone. We took a deep dive into the world of positive affirmations, learned how they work, how to make them really stick, and even heard some inspiring stories of them in action. Remember, you have that power within you too, to create the life you want, to achieve your goals, to become the best version of yourself.
It all starts with a single thought.
So why not give it a try?
You have just listened to the Affirm Your Greatness podcast. Check out the video description for more details and stay tuned for more episodes. Thanks.